everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. In today's video I am going to be trying out some TikTok makeup hacks that I have seen floating around the internet for a little while, and I'm not sure that any of these are gonna work. I'm putting it out there. I don't think that any of these are going to work. I don't think that any of these are going to look good. I don't think that my skin is going to be very happy with me at the end of this video, but we are going to try. I'm going to try it so that you don't have to. If you are new here, then hello, my name is Millie. I post every single day in October. So if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe down below. I only talk about affordable and cruelty-free makeup on my channel here, and 31 videos in October. There's already been a few. There's some more coming. So let's just dive straight on in. Let me get my phone up because I have these all saved. I have already done my eye primer and my brows, but nothing else, because the first hack I will put up on the screen here. The girl she has tape on the outside of her eye and she's using like a mid brown, a yellow, and then like a sheer sort of shimmery topper shade to create an eye look just with her fingers. She's not using any sort of blending brush, she's not doing any sort of blending, she's just tapping in the colours in like a certain way and in that order, putting on mascara, and then apparently it's as easy as that. Do I think it's going to be as easy as that? I'm not so sure. So I'm going to start by just putting some bits of tape to mark where I want that shape to be on the outer corner-ish. If you haven't seen my videos before, I really never ever know what I'm doing, so I'm not sure that this is going to end well, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try and not have this look completely balmy, but can't promise anything. And the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use is the Cosmic Brushes Neutrals, because I thought that this yellowy shade as like the matte that she used across like the center of the eye would be quite nice. Then Radiant as like the topper that she used on the inner corner, and then basically just another mid-toned brown. I might go in with I'll go in with Neutral. So dipping into Neutral, this one, what was that one called? Icon and Radiant. So they are my three shades. What do you think? Leave your guesses down below. How do you think this is going to go? So I don't even know how to start. She tapped this colour on the outer corner of the eye and then like blended through the crease a little bit with that shade. Did she dip back in? I guess we'll never know. I guess. Let me zoom you in so you can actually see what I'm doing. Is this blending? Is this blending? I think that this is potentially the most blending that we're going to get without picking up a brush. So I'll just go in with that yellow, which again is a matte. Tap that across the lid. Okay, so I don't feel like at this stage this is looking too bad. My nails are quite long. So I'm just going to take that shimmer and tap this. She sort of tapped it like that. I want to get a big blending brush so badly. So badly. But actually, let me get a mirror. Does this not look too bad? Okay, so I feel like other than needing a little bit more of that dark shade on the outer corner, I don't think that that looks too bad. I'm just going to go back in with just the same shade, neutral. Tap more of that on the outer corner. I mean, it's not exactly what I would usually do. But if you don't have eyeshadow brushes, I don't think that that's a bad hack. Obviously, putting a shimmer over anything is going to make it easier, like make it look more blended. I don't think that that's too bad. Let me take this off. That is not awful. Is that as much praise as I can give this? Yes. So whilst you zoomed in, I do have another hack that is for eyeliner. So again, if I scooch over, I will put it up here. So she says it's the best liner hack. You take it on your finger and then you just drag it out. I mean, I would say that that looks too good to be true. I love a winged liner, like a dark liquid winged liner. So let me find a pencil liner that I think will go with these tones. So I'm going to take the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and this is in 35 Sparkling Brown. So I have wiped off my hand and I can't say that I'm feeling pressure. So I'm just going to guess where I need to scribble this pencil. I don't know how much I need, so I've just taken a little, like, I sort of went like this. Got that much product on there. I feel like that's probably too much now. Let's just see. So got that much. I'm going to put it on like the corner of my eye. Oh, doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look so good? What a surprise. Oh. Oh, and I can't clean that up either. Oh, I love that. Right. I'm going to go off and I'm going to do the other eye in hopefully the same fashion. Hopefully a little bit better with the liner, but similar style, hopefully. I'm going to do foundation because the next hack is for concealer. Yeah, that one. The concealer and the powder. I'm going to be doing that. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say that that eyeliner hack does not work. I am just going to, because I can't, it hurts me. I can't leave my eyeliner looking like that. It's easier to just wiggle your liner straight onto your eye where you want it. This looks so messy, like there really is no saving this. And even using less on this side, you can't choose where that liner is going, basically at all. So the liner hack is a no. The eyeshadow hack is a no if you have any sort of nails, because you can't get in where you need to put the eyeshadow. Eyeshadow brushes are so inexpensive. And I am a big advocate for using your hands for a lot of application methods. Eyeshadow is not one of them. A cream eyeshadow, yes, because you can like tap it out. A powder? No. So the next hack, again, let me scooch and we can watch together, is a concealer hack. That concealer hack that I'm sure we have all seen. So you take your concealer wand, you dip it into the powder, blend it out with a brush, I'm probably just going to use a sponge. She does go in with a sponge afterwards. And it's meant to not crease your concealer. Now, unless you are not human and your face doesn't move, it's gonna crease. Your face is moving, it's gonna crease. So, again, not hopeful for this one. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer, and the powder that I'm going to use is the Revolution Pro Hydra Matte, because I'm a dry skin gal. Drier than the desert. I'm scared of this, so I'm going to tip some of this into the lid. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste loads of powder, because whatever happens, I'm going to be chucking away. I'm going to wipe the concealer wand afterwards, and I'm going to chuck away whatever powder's left in the lid. So nervous. So wand and the powder. I'm going to try and do this so that you can see. I'm dipping in. I've got powder on there. I might just dip in. Some of it fell off there. Dipping in, and then let me get my brush ready. I'm going to use the Technic concealer brush. Oh, that already looks so bad. I don't want to put that back in the tube. Right, so all of that is under there. And let's tap. I can see in my mirror that's really far away that this looks like a real life piece of flapjack under my eyes. I can see that this looks dry, that this looks patchy and wrinkly. Who'd have thought? People on TikTok lie. I'm not getting into that. I am not getting into that today. Oh, that looks awful. That looks so textured. Again, I know I've literally just zoomed you out, but let me zoom you in. Can you see? So this is the side with the concealer. So heavy looking and almost like discoloured. That concealer matches me pretty well. So textured. Right, I'll do the other side whilst you're zoomed in. I did wipe off the wand so that I wasn't putting that powder back into the tube. And let me get this powder in the centre. So, dipping the concealer into the powder, and then swiping on, then taking my brush and tapping it in. I mean, I think if you are 13, if you are 12, if you have baby skin, if you have no wrinkles under your eyes, firstly, you don't need concealer. Secondly, this would probably work because you wouldn't have the wrinkles for this to settle into. I don't think that this looks good. Like, it looks so heavy under the eyes, it actually looks like it's weighing my eyes down. I don't like this one. I knew that this would be the one that, like, I didn't like out of all of them. So I'm going to just clean all of this up. I'm going to zoom you back out again. The next one I'm hopeful for. So let's wait and see. Okay, so this next one, again, I'm scooched over. You take your 3 fingers and you place them on your cheek just like so. You put bronzer or contour on the bottom finger. You put blush on the middle finger. You put highlight on the top, like right in the middle of your cheek. You blend it out with a brush. I mean, look how patchy that looks. so patchy. And then apparently at the end it's just blended, even though halfway through it looked so patchy. But again, I'm going to try it. I'm going to use the Essence Baby Got Bronze Liquid Bronzer, the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. This is in Blushing Berry. And I'm going to use the Beauty Bay Liquid Highlight. What brush am I going to use? Just a Real Techniques Expert face brush, because that's what I always use. Why not? Let's do this side first. So I feel like she placed her hand sort of like this. I feel like that is very high for bronzer on my face, but we will try. So placing my hand like so, bronzer, blush, and highlight. Real Techniques Expert face brush and blend upwards. This doesn't really account for the bronze on the rest of the face or the highlight on the rest of the face, but I mean, no. I was about to say, would this be a useful hack if you didn't know where to place each product? But no, because let me sort of try and place this where it was. I feel like that bronzer is too high. The blush then doesn't have enough room to blush, and then I also feel like the highlight is too low. I feel like this is blending better than whatever it was that that girl used in her video. Was it the Charlotte Tilbury ones? Don't come for me, Charlotte Tilbury lovers. I don't think that that looked that good. But yeah, you have to go in with a second layer. Maybe that's because I'm using Essence ones and not Charlotte Tilbury ones. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not as much blush as I want though. It is nowhere near as much blush as I want. And like, it doesn't take into account, I mean, obviously it's a hack for placing the products on your cheek, but it doesn't then take into account where you need to put everything else. I do like using a liquid highlight and a liquid blush so that you get that blush highlighter sort of a vibe, but I feel like these are going to be at different angles on both sides now. And I also feel like using the same brush, because she just used the same brush, but using the same brush for bronzer, blush and highlight is asking for trouble. Truly, because you're going to end up with brown bronzer mixed in with your hopefully pearly highlight. No, also don't like this one. I was more hopeful for this one as well. What a disappointment. I feel like I can make it work by basically just covering everything in blush, but I'm basically not following that hack at all. I'm just going to use that same bronzer where I would normally put a bronzer to sort of shape my face a little bit down the sides of my nose, round the forehead. And if you have any tips on seeing how I'm doing these hacks. If you have any tips, I am all ears. I want to know how to make these sort of things work, because honestly the TikTok girlies make it look so easy. It's just not. There are easier ways without having to like place your hand at a certain angle to get the blush and everything in the right place. My under eyes look like I'm about 62, truly. I don't like that one, right? Do I have something for lipstick. So the lipstick one, she's doing her lipstick like she usually would. Then she takes a sheet of tissue, puts it over, then powders over it. And apparently it stops any sort of transfer. I would also say that in that clip that I just showed you there, you can see where she's obviously turned the tissue around, taking off the top layer of the lipstick. That is what has helped with the transfer there, I would say, by taking that top sticky layer off. Nothing to do with the powder that probably isn't even getting through. But again, we are going to try this. I'm just going to put the lids on all of these liquids before they dry out because I don't want any of these to dry out. The lip products that I'm going to use today, I have brought over the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. This is a very Essence heavy video. I didn't plan it that way. This is in soft beige, and then the lipstick that I'm using is 110 Lustful. I need to find some tissue for the next bit. One moment. One roll of Morrison's Finest toilet paper. And let me do the lip liner. I already had a lip balm on. One layer of lip liner. Then I will apply lipstick liberally. Now this is a glossy finish. It is a nude. Well, it's like a warm sort of nudie shade, but the reason I like this is because it's glossy, but obviously like if you get a lot of transfer, so if I just reapply so that it's fair, and then I'm just going to use that same powder, that Revolution Pro one. Obviously I'm not going to be able to talk whilst I do this, so I'm going to hold this over my mouth, this piece of, should I just do one ply? I feel like one ply the powder may be able to get through a little bit. Let's try that. I'm just going to take a little bit of the Revolution Pro Hydra Matte powder. I'm using a Made by Mitchell MF3 to apply the powder. So, like I say, I can't talk whilst I do this. Let's just see together how this is going to go. So, I feel like that has mattified somewhat, but her claims in that video was that this would now be transfer proof. So all of that was on the back of my hand. In fact, let's do the other hand. But that's like from the middle. It has mattified. I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna say it worked. I'm going to say that semi-worked. If you have a glossy lipstick that you like the colour of but you want to mattify, I would say that definitely worked. Is it transfer proof? Is it going to make a glossy finish lipstick long lasting? I doubt it. Like, even now I feel like that shine is sort of starting to come back through. So I'm gonna say no. So that is the makeup hacks that I wanted to show you today. Are there any others that you have seen that you want me to try? Because I'm more than happy to try this again. I feel like what was successful today? The eyeshadow a little bit, as long as you don't have long nails, but also brushes are very inexpensive. The eyeliner, it is just easier to just squiggle it backwards and forwards exactly where you want it to go. The 3-finger thing on the cheeks, no, that didn't work. If you want to make a glossy lip more matte, that will work. The concealer, no. Concealer and powder are 2 separate steps for a reason. There will be some level of makeup knowledge that I don't have as to why you apply and then you set with a powder afterwards. There's a reason that you don't get dry, clumpy concealers all in one like that. Because it makes a 30-year-old Millie look like she's 84 under her eyes. And I don't have a problem with texture under my eyes, generally speaking, so don't like that one. Don't like that one at all. But like I say, if there are any other hacks that you've seen online that you want to be tested, that you want an opinion that you can trust me. You can trust me. Because I will tell you if something is no good for anybody to be doing. Basically every single TikTok makeup hack. I feel like people know how to apply their makeup. And then TikTok is like, I can make this go viral. No. It's a recipe for disaster. So if you see anything that you want my opinion on, leave it in the comments down below or tag me. On TikTok and Instagram, it is just Millie Davison, the same as it is here. But until next time, I need to take this makeup off immediately. Until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.